Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. This is the FH5 Update 22, and it's a big one. We have 13 new cars coming to the game in this update, and when I say new cars, I mean properly new cars. Only 3 of those cars are from previous Forza games. Well, 3.5. You'll see what I mean. We've got a brand new Donut Media story. We've got some new customization, and the Horizon test track is back. And it actually sounds really cool. We've also got a sneak peek of what's coming next month. Buckle in. This is a big update. Let's start things off with the 5 cars that you can unlock this month in the festival playlist. And let's start it off with this thing, Chris Forsberg's Nissan Z drift car. You can unlock the Chris Forsberg Nissan Z by getting 160 points throughout the entire month. So it is going to take some effort if you do want to unlock the thing. However, you might want to, because bone stock, this thing has 1,300 horsepower, 1,300 foot-pounds of torque. Obviously, the thing is all set up for drifting, so it's probably going to smash some drift zones. However, with some FH5 customization, you can actually upgrade this thing to 2,000 horsepower. Now, you might be saying, Nick, doesn't that actually mean it's the most powerful car in Forza Horizon 5? Yes. Or I would be saying that if it wasn't for another car we've got on this list. We'll come to that in a second. No, I'm not gonna lie, the little Nissan Z is awesome, and it probably would have been my favorite car in this month's update if it wasn't for this thing. This is the 2021 Mercedes-AMG GT Black Series. We've been asking for this thing forever, and it is finally here. You can unlock the AMG GT this Thursday. All you have to do is get 20 points in the festival playlist, so it's super easy. As always, though, if you are new around here, if you want to see me unlock the cars, check them out, see what they're like to drive, and check out all of the customization, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because as soon as this car comes out on Thursday, I'm gonna have a video for it right away. Seriously, I am so excited that we're finally getting this car. People have been requesting it for a very long time, so I'm super excited that we're getting this thing. It's actually one of my favorite cars at the moment. It's actually very close for me personally. Between this thing and the new 911 GT3 RS, it's a toss-up. The AMG has a massive V8 engine with twin turbos strapped to the thing that puts out 720 horsepower, 600 foot-pounds of torque, does 0 to 60 in like 3.2 seconds. It is a monster. You've probably seen this thing before, though, because it's actually the F1 safety car. I'm actually wondering, with some FH5 customization, maybe we could put some lights on the roof to properly recreate the safety car. That would be really cool. We will find out on Thursday, though. The week after the GT Black Series, though, you can unlock this, the 1991 GMC Cyclone. Yes, it is back from FH4. The GMC Cyclone was probably my favorite pickup truck in FH4, so I'm super happy it's coming to the game. If you've never heard of this thing, back in the 1990s, it was truly a supercar killer. Yes, a pickup truck. It was actually faster than Ferraris and Corvettes at the time. The Cyclone is an animal. And if you want something equally as insane, the following week in FH5, you can unlock the Cyclone's counterpart, the GMC Typhoon, again by getting 20 points in the winter season. The Typhoon, again, if you know nothing about it, they are super rare SUVs. Only 4,000 of these things were made, and they are super fast. Keep in mind, these things came out in the 1990s. The Typhoon can do 0 to 60 in 5.3 seconds. That's fast today. In the 1990s, that was just unheard of. Both the Cyclone and the Typhoon were fantastic in Forza Horizon 4. I wonder if either of them have any new customization in FH5 to make them even crazier and even faster. We'll find out. But those are back. I'm so happy. Anyways, our 5th and final car for the festival playlist this month is this thing. The 2009 Mercedes SL65 AMG Black Series. Yes, the SL65 is coming back for Forza Horizon 5. I am so excited. People were actually really annoyed when Forza Horizon 5 came out and the SL65 wasn't in the game. Because what's crazy about this car is that it's been in every single Forza game dating back to Forza Motorsport 3. And what's actually kind of strange considering that is the fact that I've never actually made a dedicated video about the SL65, considering it's such a monster. It's got a 6-liter V12 twin turbo that puts out 660 horsepower, over 700 foot-pounds of torque. The thing is an absolute monster, and I've never made a video about it. But this month, we will be fixing that in the spring. Again, subscribe for that. So those are going to be your 5 cars that are coming to the festival playlist this month. But we are just getting started. So yes, there is a new Donut Media story coming to Forza Horizon 5. It's coming out on Thursday, and there's actually 2 kind of sub-stories that you can run through using both the Nissan 350Z high car and low car. Both of them are coming to FH5. There are 2 unique paths for you to take, whether you want to be team high car or team low car. Obviously, you can just replay the story and try out the other path for you, but there are 6 chapters for you to go through, and as you're going through these chapters, you will unlock some special cars. Obviously, starting off with high car and low car. If you've never heard about these things before, high car is essentially a car that's got a ton of upgrades, like the most expensive upgrades on it. And low car is the complete opposite. It has all of the cheapest upgrades on it. I think it should actually be a lot of fun to try driving both of these things around and see what they're like to drive. As you're going through the story, you will also unlock this thing. Yes, that is a Ford Supervan with a donut on the roof. Yeah, yes. You are not imagining things. You know how I said there are 3.5 new cars? Well, the Ford Supervan has already been in Forza Horizon 5, but this one is actually the Donut Media edition with, well, a donut on the roof. I'm just saying, probably my new favorite car in Forza Horizon 5. Not gonna lie. The 4th and final car that you can unlock in the Donut Media story is this, the 1996 Formula Drift Donut Media Nissan 240. You can unlock this thing by completing the bumper to bumper chapter in the Donut Media story. So again, it should be super easy for you to unlock. What's actually really cool about this thing though, is it actually uses an LQ9 engine, which is probably an engine that you've never heard of. However, it's very, very common because it's in things like the older Cadillac Escalades, the old Silverados, and a bunch of things like that. But the Donut Media guys, considering this is an actual Formula Drift car, have it tuned up to over 800 horsepower. It's actually a really cool car, and again, is going to be fun to blast through some of the drift zones with. Again, can't wait to try this thing out. So we've already done the festival playlist. We've done the Donut Media story. You may be saying, Nick, how exactly am I supposed to unlock 4 more cars? Well, you'll need your credit card. Forza Horizon 5 is finally getting some paid DLC for the game. This is the Horizon Racing Car Pack. Right out of the gate, there are a couple of things you need to know about it. Number 1, this is not included in VIP. It is not included in the car pass. The only way to get these cars is to pay $4.99 for them. US. If you do decide to purchase this car pack, it comes out tomorrow and you will immediately get all 4 of these cars added to your garage completely for free. Let's talk about these 4 cars. They're pretty cool. Number 1 is the 2023 Lotus Emira. The Lotus Emira is one of the newest creations from Lotus. And if you ask me, the Emira is probably one of the best modern sports cars out today. In real life, Lotus actually gives you 2 engine options for your Lotus Emira, a Mercedes AMG 4-cylinder, or the one I'm pretty sure that's in the game is a Toyota V6. It's a 3.5 liter that puts out 400 horsepower. It's actually the same engine that was in the Evora, and I honestly love this thing. I've always been a huge fan of Lotus. The Lotus Exige is on my short list of cars that I would like to own at some point. I love the Emira. This thing is fantastic. I can't wait to try it. If you're a fan of going a little bit faster, though, you might like this thing a little bit more. The 2022 Pagani Huayra R. The Huayra R is insane, though. It is super rare. Only 30 of these things have been made for the entire world. And if you want one, haha, you're a bit late. All 30 of them have been sold. And if you want to get on the waiting list for them, haha, all 30 of those spots are also taken. And there's a little bit of a problem. $3.5 million. If you're a fan of the Pagani Zonda R, the Pagani Huayra R is the successor to that thing. The Zonda R was famous because it broke sound limits at basically every single track it raced at, and I would imagine the Huayra is the same. It puts out 850 horsepower from a naturally aspirated V12 that revs to 9,000 RPM. It is insane. The Pagani Huayra R also has a massive rear wing to make sure you don't fly away when you're using all 850 horsepower. And it also has this crazy exhaust system that's like white. If you own a Pagani Huayra R, you're gonna need to clean your exhaust. You're gonna need to pay somebody to clean your exhaust after every single time you drive it. You know how I said that Chris Forsberg Formula Drift Nissan Z was tied for the most powerful car? Well, that's because of this thing. This is also Chris Forsberg's car. This is the Nissan Altimaniac. Yeah, essentially, it's a wide-body Nissan Altima, except when you say Nissan Altima, you actually need to say Nissan Altima. It's essentially kind of like the NASCAR Ford Mustang in the same way that that's not a Ford Mustang. I mean, for starters, the Nissan Altimaniac is rear-wheel drive. It has a Nissan GTR engine that puts out 2,000 horsepower. Yeah. But I mean, the reason I say it's a Nissan Altima is because there is not a single component on this thing that is actually from a Nissan Altima. I'm not even joking. Chris Forsberg and the crew got a Nissan Altima and then threw the Altima away and replaced it with this thing. It has brand new suspension, a brand new drivetrain. Every single body panel you see is custom made and 3D printed. And it's probably one of the craziest drift cars in existence because it also has 4 seats. So if you've ever wanted to terrify 3 people, drive this. And that leaves us with this, our 13th new car this month. This is the 2020 Saleen, I still don't know how you pronounce that. It is the Sport Truck XR Black Label. If you're a fan of pickup trucks, you are probably gonna like this thing. It is based off a Ford F-150, but they essentially also threw the F-150 away. This thing has a 5-liter V8 supercharged engine that puts out 775 horsepower. Take that, Ram TRX. It's got crazy off-road suspension. In real life, this costs about $100,000. So, question for you, would you have this or a Ford Raptor R? So those are all 13 new cars coming to Forza Horizon 5. There are a ton of them. I will be making a ton of videos this month featuring a bunch of these new cars. But that is not all for this new update. We also have the Horizon Test Track coming to Forza Horizon 5. And it actually sounds pretty cool. You know how in the old Donut Media story, how you got to experience the Horizon Test Track and drive around it and upgrade your car kind of in real time as you drive it around? Well, that is coming back. However, there will now be a dedicated icon on your map that you can go to at any point, and you can do it with your friends online. What that essentially means is if we're doing a challenge together, we can start up a Horizon Test Track lobby, watch each other upgrade our cars together, see the upgrades getting applied in real time, and then apply them right then and there on the Horizon Test Track, which is really cool. And on the topic of customization, yes, there is also some new customization coming to the game. There are a ton of new wheels coming to the game from brands like Modulaire, Fiski, and Rotiform Aero discs are coming to the game. If you've ever seen the crazy Rotiform Aero discs that have all of those like ridiculous designs, like there's literally one that's a donut with sprinkles on it. Yes, that is coming to Forza Horizon 5. Whew, we are still not done though, because there's also a ton of new accolades for you to unlock, both at the Horizon Test Track, in the Donut Media story, and so on. Here are some of those. And that's everything for the FH5 Update 22, but we also got a sneak peek of what's coming next month in the Horizon Summer Party. There is a new Horizon story coming next month there are new cars and new collectibles. What those are, we don't know. Subscribe if you want to find out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow as soon as we jump into the DLC and check out some of those new cars. Thank you for watching. I'll see you then. Bye.